Okay, so I got two cards that I want to do today, maybe three, because I don't think these two are gonna take very long, right? Or four, I guess you could say. Um, yeah. So let's start on with this. When Noah said that, or brought up the idea of that I should split these cards, and I think that that's a pretty good idea. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna split this right here in the middle. Right here. Okay, so since these two cards are gonna be split down the middle, it's kind of important to have the proportions right so that it doesn't look wonky next to each other, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you guys keep the proportions correct. And how have you been? Perfect? Okay. Yo, Larita, welcome to the stream. Cards, but for the viewers to follow, it should be easier to do. Next, you're gonna take a triangle, right? And you're gonna make it as small as possible. And then you're gonna bring it over so that it's on top of here, and that the corner, the top of the triangle, is just lined up with the canvas right here. So it should look like this right here. Then you're gonna stretch this all the way until this part right here meets the middle. You're gonna lock that in. Oh, you got that VOD saved up? Awesome. It's just been sitting in your archives on the PC. Damn, yeah. It's all good though, man. Whenever you got time, it's always there. Okay, so you might be wondering why I did this, right? Because this is going to be this is going to be the reference line for the eyes that the eyes are going to follow. Okay. Because as you can see here, the eyes are a little bit tilted, right? And so we're gonna make the eyes just a little bit tilted as well, so you guys could follow along right here. Next, we are taking this like line right here, and we're just gonna trace the top of the triangle like this. Try to get it lined up as good as possible. Right here, like so. Canto tilt noted. Yo, what's up, Zero 2? Welcome back. So now we got the tilt right here, and our cards might vary like slightly, but we should still have the same center right here and then the same tilt right here. So that's what we should be having right there. Okay, next we're going to put in some parentheses right here. Right here. And since we're gonna be cutting it right, we're gonna be cutting it right where her ear, the other cat's ear is, into the cheek right here. So the eyes. So this cheek is gonna be this line of the cheek is gonna be noticeable right here. Okay. So we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna copy that and just bring it over here like so. Like this. And we're gonna save that. After we save that, let's add in the line of the cheek over here, or kind of like the squish of the cheek, right? I guess you could say. The squish of the cheek is, if we're gonna cut it right here, it's about like right here. You're gonna make that black, copy it, put it on top. It's gonna be white right here. So you see that the cheek is, or the lines are pretty thick, right? So we're gonna make the lines a little bit thicker. like this stick right here, because you could say. This stick right here. And after that, we're going to add in a heart right here. This is going to be for the mouth, right? So this is the bottom of the heart. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this W shape right here is going to be the bottom of the heart right there. So we're just going to put that in right here. It's going to be in the middle right here. Probably need to bring out this eye here a little bit more. Probably to like right here, as you could say. Right there. Make this black, copy it. Make it white. Lock the black so you don't move it by accident. And there we go. Now you can see that we got the bottom of the heart, the bottom of the mouth right there. Next, we're gonna come in with a circle, bring it underneath the layers that you just put down. And this is gonna be the tongue now, okay? As you can see, if you don't make it small enough, it's gonna bleed up to the top right there. So you want it to be beneath the heart layer, like so, but not bleed through over at the top, okay? So we're gonna copy that, make it black, copy it, lock it, and then there we go, we got the mouth, or we got the tongue. Now there are two things you could do here, right? So for this one, you could make it pink and leave it as is, that's completely fine. Or if you're kind of like a little bit anal about the colors and you want the colors to kind of match up correctly, here's what you're gonna do, okay? You're gonna copy this white tongue right here, and you're gonna bring a layer over it, and you're gonna make it red, okay? And when you make it red, you just gotta fill it in right here. Or fill it in as good as you can. And then you're gonna turn down the transparency a little bit to maybe like 80? No, 75. 75, transparency 75 right here. Maybe a little bit more. Try to go like 65 right here. You see, it's not exactly pink, but it's not exactly like a color that you would normally have in here too. It's that little tint of shade of red that you have in there. But that's what I would personally do. You keep pink if you want to, it's completely fine. Alright, next up is we're gonna add in some blush right here for this cheek right here. Which is a circle, and then we're gonna bring it up to like probably like right here. Right here is fine. There we go. So now we got the blush in. Next in, we're gonna try to put in this hand right here. This hand is gonna be a like a measuring point, I guess you could say, for the blanket right here. So this hand looks like it's going to be about right here, just a little bit beneath the cheek there, and then beneath the tongue as well. Make that black, copy it, and then bring it over here with the white right here. Now you don't have to worry about the bottom part right here because we're going to be covering it with a blanket, right? You just got to make sure that the top portion is correct here. And what I'm looking for is that the end of the line for the hand meets up where the tongue is, right there. So you just kind of want the end of the line right here to meet up with the tongue as well, and you should be good. All right, now for the blanket. Blanket should be over everything like so, And it's probably not going to be all the way over here, but I'm just going to extend it over here like so. And we're going to make that black. Yeah, let's not put any details in yet. We're going to make that purple for the time being, okay? We're going to make that purple for the time being. And this layer or this blank is going to be over everything right there. All right, next up is the shape of the head right here. Now the shape of the head, you could put one big old circle right here, but I believe that's not going to be a good shape right here because we kind of need to make it curve on the bottom right there too. So what we're going to do is we're going to put two circles in. So at first we're going to be going like this, bring it all the way to the back. Just press this button to bring it all the way to the back right here. And we'll see how you get this to look like. It's mostly about shaping right here, I guess you could say. Right here. I'm going to copy that. That's the first circle. I'm going to copy that. The second circle is going to come over here. You can see that the cheek or the space between the cheek is extremely far out like this, right? So the spacing between the cheeks should be right there. You just gotta keep in mind that the spacing between the cheek or the blush and the cheek is pretty big. So sometimes you might think this looks okay, right? Because it looks like a circle, but then you gotta keep into consideration the spacing between this right here. So the spacing goes out over here, like so. Now it looks kind of weird, right? That means that you gotta go back in and kind of shape it up with your other circle over here. So it kind of looks cohesive. Right here, it looks cohesive right here. And then this part right here, we're gonna be covering it off with an ear, I believe. So it shouldn't be too big or too big of a deal. But then, yeah, you can go back and kind of make it a little bit more cohesive right here by changing the shape of the circle right here. Or make it, I'll make it a different color so you can see how it looks like right here. Kind of like so. But this bend does need to be like right here though. So we're gonna just keep on fiddling with it until we get it correctly. And I believe this is fine right here. Okay, next we're gonna make it black. Make this black as well. We're gonna copy one of them and then bring the make it turn it white and bring the white above both of the black circles right here. It's gonna be very important that you bring it above both the circles right here. Copy this, bring it above both circles. You can get this right here. You could there's like a dome right here that you could probably fix, but I'm hoping that this ear right here kind of like block everything out, right? Let's see how that goes. So next we're gonna come in with the ear right here. It's gonna be probably like right here. And then this ear is also gonna help us kind of gauge where our circle needs to be a little bit more. So it's gonna be tilted like this. And we're gonna make it black. Copy it, turn it white. It's gonna go like this right here. Looks like we need to stretch it out just a tad bit so it doesn't look too awkward, right? So I'm gonna stretch it out like that. Stretch it out. So it's gonna look like this. Okay. Then next we're gonna come in with a circle. We're gonna put this circle and kind of follow the, the shape of her head right here. So this circle is gonna follow the shape of her head right here. And it looks like it might be like right here. I'm gonna keep it gray so you're gonna see what I'm doing, right? I'm gonna take another heart and we're gonna make this, say, orange right here, so that we get the or red, so that we get the inside shading of this thing right here. So we're gonna make it red. We're gonna turn it down to about 60 right here, I believe. And we're gonna turn this shape white right here, so you can see that it kind of follows here. Now that we got this done, it's all about fixing now. We gotta see where we can fix it a little bit. This, and right off the bat, see that this circle right here needs to be a little bit more rounder. Right here. Like this. So it needs to be a little bit more rounder like this. So that we can delete this now. Come back in here, we're gonna copy this. Here. Here. Yo, Owl Outlet, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Then, this thing right here, this forehead right here, I think is fine, I believe. Let's make this a little bit more, or not more, but less round. Like so. Stretch it out right here. So that's a little bit more natural. There. Alright. And then the ears also need to be stretched out a little bit, I guess you could say. This right here. The issue is that it might coincide with the, yeah, I was thinking it might coincide with the cheeks right here, but this is completely fine. We could just move the cheeks upwards and it'll be completely fine. We're up a few layers right here. Then let's tilt this a little bit and let the line bleed through, or line from the ear bleed through a little bit right here. So it's gonna look like this. And then you can see that the cheeks right here are kind of being interrupted by this heart right here. That's a very easy fix. You just find the cheek, and then you just click this button to bring it all the way up to the top in front of everything right there. There we have it. Alright. Now let's move on with the blankie. This is black. We're gonna make copy this. Let's bring this let's hide this. Let's bring this all the way to the top right here, because it's gonna be above everything. And we're gonna make this white right here, like so. We're gonna copy it again. I just click the back button, but we're gonna copy it again. And click on this blue right here. And we're gonna turn the transparency down to like maybe like 50 right here. So you kind of got this right here. And I'm going to assume, because I don't know how this blanket's gonna be looking like, right? So this blanket could have the white border just go across the top. I'm going to assume that the border goes across the entire blanket, like it would normally do. So that means that the edge right here, there's gonna be another border right here as well, a white border. So I'm gonna keep the white border across the entire blanket like this. That's how it's gonna look like. And next up, we're gonna get some ovals. We're gonna bring it all the way to the back. These are gonna be the pillows right here. And when you're putting in the pillows, you just gotta remember that when you put in the pillows, the corners shouldn't bleed through the edge of the blanket right here. Yo, what's up, Hooters? Welcome to the stream. Like so like for example, if we're trying to make this shape right here, the corners shouldn't bleed out through, or the edge of the pillow shouldn't bleed out through the corners right here. Should be a snug fit right here, like so. And keep it kind of snug right here. Like this. We're gonna copy it, bring it back down here. Then we're gonna try to bring it over here like so. It's gonna go out over here, hopefully. It's gonna look like this, I think. Right here. And we're gonna add in a circle right here for the edge of the pillow, like so. I'm gonna lock it right there, okay? Next, we're gonna make all of this, or not black just yet, but we're gonna copy it, turn it white, and then bring it over the rest of these layers right here, because these are the line arts right here, right? Or this is gonna be the line art. So you want to bring the fill over all of the pieces of the line art right there. So it's gonna fill here, this piece right here, bring it above the line art right here, fill. The last piece is this piece right here. Copy it, bring it above the line art, lock the line art. There you go. Now we could turn this black right here. Yo, Sempix, go to go to Card Creator. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. So now that we got this pillow right here, right? The next thing that we're gonna do is, you see how we cut the cheek in half right here, right? We're gonna need a portion of the the other cat's ear right here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring this piece of heart here, which is for the ear of the other cat. We're gonna bring it over the pillow layer that we just did right here, and we're gonna put in the stuff right here. Now, there's a few things to keep note of. You see the tip of the ear right here? When you bring a straight down, a line straight down, it goes in between the mouth right here of the cat. So if you want to, you could do a line like this, but I'm just gonna try to kind of eyeball it a little bit, right? I'm just gonna move this heart how I want it to be, kind of like go over the mouth. So then it's probably gonna be like right here. We're gonna turn it black, copy it, and put in a gray tone for the cat right here, like so. Then we're gonna come in with a circle over the two pieces of heart that we just put down. This is gonna be the head of the other cat right here. So it's gonna be going like this. If you cut it here, it should be like right here. Make that black. Come in with the gray right here. Give that a save. Then we're gonna do the same thing that we did for this cat right here, except we already have a layer that's kind of blocking out the shape of the heart right here. I do card commissions? Yeah. You can message me on Discord for information. And right here, and we have the kind of like the color for the ear now, right? Right here, and you could just change this. Is it on payment, right? Yeah. And then you can just kind of change the color to how you want it to be. I think this is going to be like a 35 for me right here. 35 looks plausible. Maybe change it orange. Yeah. 35 red seems good to me. So then you basically got the entire thing down right here. Now I'm just gonna go and delete these guidelines that we put down right here. You delete the guidelines that we put down, and then now it's time to go and kind of make it look a little bit more pretty. See that the line for the mouth right here is a little bit thicker, right? So we're just gonna move the heart up to make the line a little bit thicker right here. These eyes should also be thickened by going into them or pressing bold, right? So you just press bold, you thicken the eyes right here. And give that a quick save. Then you can add in whatever you want here. You can add in like hearts or whatever. Or for character effects, that is. But there's just a few things we need to do now to kind of get this show on the road, right? We've got the pattern of the blanket right here, which is just some yellow hearts. You could this is just winging it. You can put these yellow hearts anywhere you want to. Right here. Right here. Got one over here looking like this as well. Why not? Maybe maybe I have one going beneath here to kind of like show that the pattern continues down over here. And then give that a quick save. Now, what you can do is a couple of things here. We need to find the layer for the pillow again. Where's the pillow? Okay, so here's the pillow. You can make this like one of the solid colors right here. Honestly, that's what I would do. I'd just make it pink. Where's the circle right here? So you could just make these pink right here. But if you want to be more consistent or like true to the color, here's what you do. So instead of pink, what you do is you take this, you copy it, you bring it over to, let's say, red right here. You're gonna line it up with the red right here, and then you're gonna change the transparency down to, is it red? I think it's it could be like this pink color right here. It could be this orange color right here, or this color. Basically any color you want to, but I'm gonna go with this orange here just to kind of like give a little change to the red that's already on the face, right? So let's say orange, because you can change it to orange too, but this orange is kind of bold, while the overall aspect of this is more of like a pastel colorish palette. So we're gonna be to 50. Copy this. Bring it under. It has to be. This is very important. It has to be exactly over the layer that you copied. So I copied this layer. It has to be over this layer right here. 50. Right here. And this is where you play the matching game. You have to match it up perfectly, or you're gonna get little blotches like this right here. You see the little blotches right here, the little white right here. You have to match it up perfectly so that we don't see those blotches, like so. You're gonna save it. You're gonna do the same thing for this. Copy it, bring it over to the right over the layer that you copied, bring it to 50, and then match it up right here. And this is why I suggest you use one of the base colors instead, because this is going to be very, very painful if you want to decide to do this right here. Match it up. But that's how you would do it. Next, let's add in some shadows, right? So you see that there's going to be a shadow for the cat's head right here. Just bring it over all the layers right here, or all the pillow layers, I guess you could say. Just to be consistent right here. And let's say like right here, yeah. Make it red. And let's say transparency 25. Red transparency 25. Sounds good. Next, we're gonna find this layer here. Right. This layer is the I'm gonna change the color. This layer is, oh yeah, we can just do that. This layer is this one right here. We're gonna, right now the underlying is black, so if we change the transparency down, it's just gonna look really dark, right? So what we want to is we're gonna change it back to white, copy it, and then bring it over or underneath that layer. I mean over that layer here. So it's gonna be orange right here. So now when we change the transparency, the underlying layer is white instead of black, so that when we change the transparency, it's going to be a little bit lighter, like so. Like this. And this is going to be an issue for some of you guys. Sometimes the shape, because what's making the shape right here is the shape of this circle right here. So sometimes the circle right here is not going to be the exact same shape right here when you're making it like I am. So I'm going to show you what you can do to solve that. So let's say that when you're making it, the shape of your forehead or the head right here is going to be like this or something, and then you're going to have a couple of or this shadow right here is going to be very, very big right here. So I'm just gonna move this up a layer to kind of mimic that, right? So this is gonna be how it's gonna be looking like. All you gotta do is you're gonna copy it, and you're gonna bring this copied layer, turn it white over everything right here, and you can just kind of try to draw out the line that you did right here, or draw out the line of the shadow, which is basically the same thing that I had, except it's just that this shape already gave me the line of the shadow that I needed right here. So if you don't have that, you can just do that. It's completely fine. Okay, next up, I mean, it's just something I'm going to do. It's kind of like a little bit like anal about it, but I'm just gonna put like a little blush right here, just to be consistent. Okay, and that's the first half of the card done. So now we gotta go to the other half. So let's go on with the other half. And for this other half, you know, you can just do it on your significant other's account as well. You know, give them a good old surprise. Do one on your account, and then do one on theirs. So layer, and then we're going to do what we did before. We're just gonna make the grid, all right, so that we know where the center is. Right here. So this is going to be the same exact grid that we had before. And then like we did before, we're gonna have this triangle right here. But instead of extending it all the way, I guess you could say, we're gonna have another line just kind of like going up from the top right here. Like so. I think this should be the correct line right here. See, that's the issue right here. If we don't, let's see. Let's extend it, right? And let's see what angle this looks like right here. So this is the angle, but we need to flip it. But we can't flip shapes for some reason, which kind of sucks. So we just gotta kind of wing how it's supposed to, the line is supposed to be. So I think this is fine right here. This line right here. We're gonna delete that triangle right there, so that we have like a line to follow right here. Okay, so then since we cut it right here, we're gonna have portions of the cheek coming through right here. Let's see how big that's some portions of the cheek coming through right here, so let's bring it back right here. And this eye should be about yay big. I don't have the exact size of the circle right here, unfortunately. I'm just eyeballing it right here. But it should be like, if it's cut right here. It's cut right here. It should be like right here somehow. I'm gonna follow the, let's make it a little bit bigger. Right here. We're gonna follow the line right here. So we're gonna copy this, go over here, and follow the line right here. I think it needs to be a little bit more spread out like this over here. Like so. Because the portion of the other cat needs to come through here, right? So the portion needs to come through here. It's looking like this. Copy this, bring it over here, because this is the cheek of the other one, right? Should be kind of like this right here. Copy this, make it white. Copy this portion right here, make it white, bring it over here. And then I don't know how you're gonna be doing this across like different cards, right? But this should be I guess what you would do is you would kind of like cut this, right? So you would control cut this, put it into paint. We go to paint. Here's paint right here. Cut this and then cut this part right here, and then kind of like match them up, see if they match, right? Go here, go to paint. Kind of looks wonky, but it kind of does match a little bit. We need to bring this thing definitely down a little, or like over a little bit some more. But that's how you kind of like check the consistency of it a little bit, I guess you could say. So yeah, right off the bat, I already knew that I needed to make this cheek a little bit smaller because it was just bleeding out a little bit too much, right? So I'm gonna make this cheek a little bit smaller over here, like so. This, which means we're bringing this eye over here, like this, and this eye over here, like this, like so. And I guess the biggest part right here would be like the placement of the blanket. It needs to be correct right here. So the placement of the blanket should be, I think, over here. And once again, we're just gonna give this a quick lookie. Looks like it needs to be a little bit down a little bit, right? So probably down like right here. It's fine right here. Down a little bit more. Probably right here. Yeah, it seems like a good place right here. Show layers. Alright. Now we're gonna unhide these. I'm gonna bring it back here. Because all we did was move these back over here, right? That's what we're gonna be doing right here. And you could see that part of the blush is still like bleeding through, so we can cut it right here. So the blush should be like right here. So I'm gonna put in the blush right here. I forgot what the size, I mean the transparency of this was right here. Hopefully it should be easy to come through. Alright, next up is we're going to put a black hand right here to kind of signify this portion right here, right? I'm gonna copy this, and since this cat's gray, we're gonna make this cat gray right here, like so. Like that. And this cat has a huge head, like a ginormous head. So we're gonna somehow have to do that. So remember when we cut off the ear right there? So this ear is not gonna be in this picture. So we're just gonna do change these to black here. Okay, and then we're gonna put in the mouth. For this one, since there's no like tongue sticking out, you could just put in the number 3 right here. Just put in the number 3, and you got the mouth for this cat right here. Make it bold. Nah, don't make it bold. Right here, and you can put it anywhere you want to, as long as it's kind of like in the middle of these eyes right here. I think we're gonna make these eyes just a tad bit bigger right here. Oh, it's gonna suck. Like, resizing sucks. They need to really change how how we resize things. I'm gonna delete that so that my eye size could be consistent, right? Because I don't want one eye to be bigger than the other. And we're just gonna follow the line that we put in, the guideline that we put in for the eyes right there. All right. Next up is, yeah, this cat's head is ginormous, so we're gonna hold on, let's put in the let's bring this back. Let's put in his body real quick, and actually we're gonna hide that first. We're gonna put in his blush because his blush is kind of, we could kind of like guesstimate where his blush is gonna be fairly easily. His blush is gonna be like right here, and the size of his blush is bigger than his eyes, so it's probably gonna be like right here. Looks like right here, like this. And then this is gonna give us a kind of like guideline of where to put the body, the line of the body right here. So the line of the body is, the edge meets up in the middle of the blush, but the ends of the body is outside of the edge of the blush right here. So it's just gonna keep that consistent. Right here, the line is outside the edge of the blush, like we had, right? The line is outside the edge of the blush. Let's make this a little bit like this. Turn that black. Copy this. Gonna turn it gray. And then the line is, let's tilt this a little bit. The line is in the middle of the blush right here, or not in the middle, but you know, at the edge of the blush right here. Yo, Joe, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Kind of like this right here. And then after we got that, we can add this in right here, which is his huge, oh, I moved that part there. This ginormous head. His ginormous head should be, I think his ginormous head needs to be a couple layers to make it true to form right here. So I think one of the layers needs to be like right here. Okay. Another layer needs to be over here for his ginormous head going up here, all the way up here. Like so. And then the last layer is the layer that ties in everything together, which is this right here for the top of his head. And when you're doing this, just make sure that the top of the head kind of lines up correctly, right here. You don't want it to look a little bit wonky, so this looks like, even though it's three shapes, it looks like a continuous line across right here. Like so. Change that to black. Actually, not just yet. Not just yet. Not just yet. I'm gonna copy this, and remember when I told you about the last time? This is gonna be the line art, right? So we're gonna bring this above the line art right here. Oh, that's the one I'm gonna be doing next, by the way. But I should just get this finished right here. This kind of looks like this, right? Kind of looks like this right here. Then we can see that this line is peeking out from the middle, or from the bottom right here. So what we can do is we're just going to take this line and move it down so that this layer covers the line right there. Just going to make it less thin right here. Okay. Copy this. We go overneath, over all the line art layers right there. line it up right here, like so. Copy this, bring it up over here, bring it up over all the line art right here, right here. And you can see that this line right here stops. It's pretty much like where it needs to be, except I think it needs to be just like a tad bit shorter, like right here. But you can just move the line how you need, how you see it fit where it needs to be. Then we change this to black. We change this to black as well. And then the line art that we moved right here changes to black here. Let's give that a save. And then comes the ears, which is right here. And ears, you kind of winging it where you need it to be, but it's basically the same principle that we did before, which is black, copy this, gray, stretch it out. Have another circle right here. I'm gonna keep it as is right there. Follow the contour of your the head shape right here, right? The contour of the head shape. Make a heart. Bring it beneath this layer right here. Change the transparency down. You're gonna have to like go back and forth to, or not go back and forth, but like write it down somewhere or memorize what the transparency of the other ear was. I forgot, so I'm just gonna go back and check what it was. Let's see. So the transparency of this ear was let's see what it was, 35. So it's 35. So just remember that. Go back here, change this transparency to 35 as well. 35 right here. Okay. All right. Make this black. Actually, remember what I told you guys? We should bring this all, excuse me, all the way up to the top right here. Make this black, make this white. Like so, copy it. Remember the transparency, which I forgot the transparency. Shoot, I forgot the transparency. Let me go back and check. Transparency was 50. 50, 50, 50. So here, transparency 50, 33. Let's go all the way to 50 right here. Give this a good old save. And then we're done with all these, so we don't need these anymore, I believe. So we can just delete this right here, delete this right here, delete this right here, and you got your cat. Next up is the pillow, of course. Bring the pillow all the way to the back right here. Stretch it over like so. This, give this a copy. And we're going to put the ends of the pillow right here. This. Okay. Give this a copy. Bring it over here with the white. Give this a copy. Bring it over the line art layer that we put down. Give it a white. There we go. Turn these black, and then, because I forgot, we go back and see what the transparency was for this one. So the transparency for these were um 50 as well. Orange 50. Okay, orange 50. Orange 50. Just these, right? Yep. Copy this, bring it over just above the layer that we need it to be, not over all everything else. Transparency 50. Okay. This one, copy it, bring it over, transparency 50. Lock it in. There we go. Yo, fellow, why do I delete all the VODs? It's not my choice to delete all the VODs. They delete. I believe they delete it after 1 week, unless you're like a big streamer or something. I don't know how to keep the VODs up for forever. Because I never went and like changed my VOD settings or anything. They've always been deleted after a week. So after a week, they just go away. Yeah. Okay. So next in is the shading part, and as we said before, we're gonna go back in and find that layer that we had right here. Actually, it's a couple layers. So instead of what we did before, because what we did before there was just one layer, right? But this is 2 circles right here. So we're just gonna find a circle that kind of matches it right here, and we're gonna bring it underneath the eyes right here, hopefully right here. So we're gonna bring it underneath the eyes and the shadows, right, or the blush right here. Although I believe it should be up here. Yeah, it might need to be a little bit like. It might need to go up here like this, which means that we need to bring. Let's bring this underneath the blanket layer just to be consistent right here. So this is the blanket layer because I want the blanket layer to be over everything, right? So that means that this these eyes layer, this eye right here and this mouth right here. So this right here, the cheek, this cheek right here, and then this. I'm trying to find this eye right here. They need to be above this layer here. So what I did was I just moved it to above this layer right here. So I'm gonna keep that hidden for now so I can see where it needs to be. This also needs to be unhidden. Bring it all the way up to the top and above this layer right here. Bring it all the way to the top and then beneath this layer here, so that now this layer is beneath all of these right here. And we're gonna change this to black and change the transparency down to like maybe 20 right here. I think 20 is fine. We're gonna copy it and we're gonna bring it over here, change it back to like full-blown gray here, so that we have the same skin tone right here, like so. Then we're gonna do the same thing for this part right here, which is this one right here, just so that we know that where we are. This is black 20. I'm gonna copy it, bring it over this layer right here, make it gray, change it back to this right here, so that we have this right here. And then I forgot what the transparency was for this one again. This was Uh, it's all the way over right here. I believe it's this one here. Transparency 24. Transparency 24. So this one right here is going to be two shadows right here. It's going to overlap a little bit, but I think that's fine. And when they overlap each other, they're going to create a little different shade of shadows, but I think that's completely fine for this one right here. 24. Copy this, just bring it to where it was right here. Here. Like so. Or actually, instead of doing this, let's see if we can make a heart and try to follow this contour as well. So we got a heart now. Yeah. See, there we go. We have a heart, and then we have the shape of the shadow right here. 24. Yeah, so we just use the heart right here. We don't need to worry about these circles overlapping each other. We just got the heart right there. Here we go. Then, you know, as we do, add in these hearts right here. Don't remember what size they were for the other one, but I think you just wing it. Copy this right here, lock it so they don't move. Over here, copy this right here, copy this right here, copy this, put it down here. Maybe a little bit even more. Put in how many as you know, as much as you want to. But I'm looking at it again, and I believe the eyes need to be just a tad bit bigger, so that's what I'm gonna be doing right here. I'm gonna be making these eyes a bit bigger. This resizing is about this big right here. Right here. So we're gonna copy this and bring it over here until it goes beneath these layers right here. Let me hide this real quick so I can find the previous eyeballs. This one, delete that one. There we go. And I believe we got it. Okay, so let's see how these look like together. So to do that, you're just gonna edit this, I believe. Edit save. So let's say save. Come on, pop up, please. Thank you. There we go. That's how they look like next to each other. It's pretty cute. Pretty cute indeed. So you can do this on your account or their account, whichever or. And then, but the thing is that when you go up against people in RTA, so I'm just gonna assume you're gonna be versing your SO and RTA. Doesn't I don't know which side your card comes on. So this side could be going on this side, and then this side could be going on this side. So it's kind of like incohesive, I guess you could say. But I don't know, dude. But this is what it looks like. Looks pretty cute. Yeah, this one next. So this one is gonna be the next one. This one's gonna be pretty simple too, I believe, or I hope. I hope it's gonna be simple. Looks simple enough to me. But this is a doggy, a corgi with a heart here. And let's get to it. So since the corgi is gonna be kind of like in the center, we want to put those grids in for the center again. All right. So this is just gonna be what I normally do right here, except it's just gonna be two, because I just want to find the center, because I believe I can just eyeball everything right here. Or it's simple enough to eyeball. Right here. It's gonna be red right here. So this is gonna be the center right here, and then the center is gonna be the line right here in between the head and the heart. So the heart is going to be beneath the center line right here. So I'm just gonna say it right here. So that's where the heart's gonna be. Let's make this black, copy it, turn it pink, probably this pink right here, or this pink, I don't know. Okay, this pink has a shadow right here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go this pink 75 right here. We're gonna copy it and come up above with this pink right here. Like so. The shadow's a little bit too dark, yeah? Yeah, maybe just do this. Just two different shades of pink. I think it's fine. Here. Also, this needs to be a little bit smaller, because the line art's very thick for this one right here. Like so, but I don't think we can make it any thinner than what it is because of how the shadows work. I need this heart to be pretty big right here up top to kind of block everything right here, or the shadows from bleeding through at the top. So I think this is what we're going to be going with right here. Alright, looks good to me. Next up is a circle, or an oval, I guess you could say, kind of like for the cheek right here. Black, white. There we go. And then this part's a little bit tricky right here, because of how we're gonna be doing it, right? If this heart is over here, that means that this curve right here needs to be I don't know how to explain. I guess I'll just show you guys when I get to it. I guess I could say. So once again, this is going to be right here. Right off the bat, I already noticed that this needs to be a little bit wider, like a lot wider actually, right here. Okay. Bring it up here. It needs to be like right here, I believe. Make this black, copy it, make it white. Bring it over here. You got the line right there. You know, just the same old thing that we did with the cat. It's just the same old thing. This time it's the tongue is a little bit red, like dark red. So let's just change this transparency to like 80 right here. I think that's fine. We put it in a circle for his nose right here. There we go. And put in some more circles for his eyes. And then there's some text that you could use, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm not going to be doing them right here. Right here, copy that right there, bring it over here, like so. And then this liner here for the cheek needs to come up a little bit. Not all the way, but just a little bit right here. But that's the issue with this right here, because we gotta bring it up a little bit now, like so, right there. Okay, looks fine. Although I will say this kind of looks this kind of looks a little bit big. You might need to scale everything down, or when you do it, you should scale everything down a little bit. But I'm already this far. I'm just gonna wing it. The head shape is gonna be three shapes right here. There's gonna be a shape for the top right here, like so, and then you're gonna need two more ovals to connect of the top of the head to the cheek right here, which is got here. Like so, but the connection is a little bit more exaggerated, a little bit at the very bottom, like this right here. So. There we go. And copy this. Bring this all the way down here. And then do the same thing for this side as well. There we go. And make this black. Oh, actually not black just yet, so that we can kind of see where we are, right? I'm gonna make this orange now. Or actually white. Let's make it white. White right here. Copy this. This white over here. Just gotta keep the same consistency with the line thickness throughout, right? Here. Copy this, bring it over here. There we go. The eyes need just to be a tad bit smaller, I don't know. But I honestly think that the reason being is because of this cheek down here. Like so. It needs to be up above here, right here. Yeah. That's the reason why. There we go. There we go. And since we fixed the cheeks, that means that, oh man, we gotta go back and fix these right here. We can just hide these right here. But we do need to go back and fix these right here. Like so. There we go. And then we just gotta fix these ear, or I guess cheeks accordingly, I guess you could say, right? Yeah. Like so, to have the thickness that that I want it to have. Here, which is right here, which means we need to make this tad bit thicker. No, this one right here, just a tad bit thicker, like so. I'm gonna do the same thing for this side too. Gotta make it just a tad bit thicker, just because of the line art. So I want this side, this cheek right here. So we gotta fix this line art right here. There we go. And fix the this right here as well. There we go. Now we can make this black. Make this black. Make this black. There we go. Okay. And it kind of looks a little bit weird without some gloss in their eyes. So we're gonna put a period here and make it white, right? Let's make the size like this. I'm not gonna say what size it is because it might be different for you and me, but I'm gonna make him have. I'm gonna make him cross-eyed. Make him cross-eyed. There we go. I think making him cross-eyed looks a little bit more funnier, so that's what I'm gonna do. Next up is some blush right here. For this blush, we could just use this. It's pretty straightforward and simple. We could go with this pink right here as well. Dude, these cheeks are kind of throwing me off a little bit because it needs. I think I need to do 2 circles for these cheeks, but I just want to be as simple as possible. So I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see if it like really irks me at the very end right here. But for this one, we're gonna come in with like what we did before, which is this. And let's say let's make this kind of light. Let's say 15 right here. Let's make this 15. Let's make this 15 also. Make this 15. And the reason why I'm making it 15 is because I'm going to put in another layer over everything right here, which is so there's going to be another layer right here that's kind of over everything right here, which is going to look like this. It's going to be like this. We're going to copy this. We're going to go over to right here as well. We're going to go over here. Like this right here. Copy this, bring it over here, and make this color as well. And you might be wondering what I'm doing right here. This is because what I put down first was the highlights, right? Because the dog has some highlights right here. Put the highlights down first, and then this is going to be the actual color right here, or the actual skin color, or not the skin color, the fur color. which is orange 50, I believe. Yeah, orange 50. Orange 50. But we're gonna go back and see if we can just make it super simple. Oh, or if the simple way is gonna be working well. So this is what I would do. And then let's go to the simple way, see if it works. So the simple way is, see if it works. If not, I'm just gonna cut it out. Alright. Simple way would be to get a circle right here. Be over everything right here. So kind of just this. Yeah, it kind of looks weird because it's not like connecting to the bottom right there. And that's why I wanted to do it like this right here. Okay, now that we got that done, let's start off. Let's start with the ears over here. I'm gonna bring this all the way to the back. And this one's not gonna be like super. Or I'm gonna try and not make it super difficult. It's just gonna be like this right here. Copy this. Bring it over here, like so. Make it black. It's black too. White. Here, copy this. Bring it over this layer here, like so. Which means we're gonna need another layer because that's the outline of the ear. Now we need the actual inside of the ear itself, which is right here. Black. Copy this. White. There we go. And there we have it, right there. I'm gonna copy what we put down right here, bring it over here to the other side as well. Just bring it all the way back to the bottom and bring it up until you see it. I'm gonna copy this one right here and bring it up until it's over this piece right here. Yep. There we have it. Now let's add in a little bit of color, yeah? Say orange 50. Actually, this one is a lot easier to shade. So we said that this one was orange 15 for the shading, right? So this one's orange 15. All you gotta do is you gotta copy it again and bring it over right here. So just so that you see what I'm seeing, just gotta bring it over here and then put in the shading. This is gonna be orange. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say orange 50 just to make it look like this color right here, right? Orange 50. This one is copy this orange 15. It's 15, right? No, it's 25. Okay, instead of 15, let's make everything 25, yeah? 25 is a little bit bolder color. Make it look less white. So this is 25. which means we gotta go back and change this color to 25. This to 25. And what I'm doing is I'm just changing the color of these three right here, right? And then I believe this one too is 25. And we should be good. Yep, there we go. 25. Come back down here. Trying to find this right here. Okay, remember what we told you. Bring it down here, or copy it, then bring it above here. Now we have this. What did I say this was? This was orange 50. So this is gonna be orange 50 as well. Right here, we just gotta make it a little bit smaller because we just want the notch right here, right? For the shadow inside right here. Like this shadow right here, we just want the notch right there. That's all. There we go. And we're gonna do the same thing for this side right here. Copy this, bring it over. Orange 25. Copy it again. Bring it over. Orange 50. It's looking like it's gonna be going like this right here. So, okay. Copy this, orange 25 into orange 50. Here. You can kind of make this like go across this here as well if you want to. So, there we go. You gotta change the mouth a little bit though. The mouth needs to be a little bit more smiley, I guess you could say. Not sure, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Next up is this like little highlight that they have here. Let's make it white. Here. Go. And then I just realized, wait a minute, this head is huge compared to. Oh, actually, we need to make this part a little bit bigger. About this bigger here. The reason why it needs to be big is because, or bigger, is because the bottom of his body is like right here. But if I had the if I had the heart the same size that it was before, the body would just look like abnormally small compared to its head. Even though it's kind of cute, it just looked too abnormal compared to its head. Right here, I'm gonna copy this black, copy this, and here's what we got here. Bring this to the back right here, and yeah, bring it over here as well, right here. So it should be like right about here. Saying that the needs to be like right here. So this is all about resizing the heart now. So the heart's going to determine. Yeah, this heart is going to determine the size or the overall shape of the entire body now. I believe the heart should be like this then, the shape right here. Okay. Copy this, bring this over. This is white now. Like so. And honestly, this should be like above. Hold on, let me see. But we need to make it like this. You make it like that, and also we need to bring this up a little bit right here. Looks good right here. Like so. Let's delete this. And let's make this like this. There we go. Then we need another set of legs over here. I'm just gonna wing this set of legs right here. Like this. Make this black, copy this white. Right here. Like so. I believe we could just delete these lines right here now. Okay. Next up is the orange now. This is... Let me keep this orange 50. Because this is the regular coat of the dog right here. So we do that. Copy this, go over here, orange 50. Trying to bring it up right here. So and then this is, what is this right here? Right here, copy this. This is, well, this is orange 50 right here, but there needs to be a a white circle over this orange 50 as well, right here. This, kind of. Don't know how I'm gonna do that. Or maybe I should just not do that in general. Those looks kind of weird. But, I think that's fine. Right here is fine. Okay, next up is some hands. We just need to put the hands beneath the heart layer right here. So this is the hands right here. It's gonna be black. We're gonna come in with the white. And then these are gonna stay white right here. So it's gonna make it white. These are gonna stay white right here. So coming in with this right here. Beneath this layer right here, coming in. Make this black, copy this. Make this white right here. There we go. I see some color bleeding through on the side right here because of how I did it. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. Like so. Okay, next up is pink circle on the very bottom right here for the shadows. Here, and then we're gonna come in with another orange for the bottom of the chin right here. For the shadow of the her face, we're gonna bring it to like 70 right here. Then we're gonna do this shadow right here, which is the cheek right here. Where's the cheek? Where's the cheek? Cheek should be beneath the heart layer, so I think it's right here. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm gonna copy this. I think a red undertone would be better than a black undertone. So we're gonna have a red right here. So let's make it a little bit more prominent, like 10 right here. Here so that we get the shadows on the cheek on the bottom right there, and voila, we are donezo. Yeah. Let's go back and fix the mouth. Yeah, let's make the tongue a little bit longer. Where's that tongue? That tongue is. I think this is here. There we go. I kind of want to make it a little bit more like the edges are curling, right? To get that like smile. There we go. Now we got that little smile now. There we go. A couple of Valentine's Day cards. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Alright.